Hello everyone, welcome back to the random opening series. Ryan here again, and we just finished a game on 6 God. Always love those, and believe it or not, I still have the same browser open, and let's go to Kobayashi opening. And here we go, the Chinese, sorry, not the Chinese, what am I saying? Kobayashi opening. Kobayashi opening. Come on, please just defend the corner. Yes, we got him. Okay, I think this is actually the first time, despite playing 3 games on this account. Yeah, so Kobayashi opening. Oh, the so actually the high approach is not supposed to work. Not supposed to be good for when black has the extension here, and that is because black can play the 2 space pincer. And so it's actually pretty common for a lot of players to play this out. Make sure you always extend to the corner. The 2-2 point is very important for eye space, so you should always take that. And then, actually, I'm not too certain about this move. I think it seems to work well, but it's kind of just experimenting a little bit. I've seen this in a book. That's where I got it from. But there is like later invasions here, but because of that, I'm doing a 2-space jump to put more pressure on this white group, so white can't do that invasion. So yeah, he's definitely feeling that pressure, I think. So right now, if white goes down, I get to capture the stone in Sente. So I don't think that's too bad for me. But I think this is pretty much not going to work because black has a lot of stone. So cutting here is really not going to work. So I will graciously accept. So here I'm not sure what white's gonna do if I cut. I want to cut now. We'll just be a bit safer. We'll fix the weakness here. I probably shouldn't have pushed. I don't know why. I didn't even read that before playing there. Okay, so now I have a couple of options. I think I want to keep pressuring this weakness in the center. So we'll keep pressuring this group in the center. Okay. So eventually he's going to have to... Whoa, okay. Now we're going to have a fight since he's going to push and cut. And I will also Atari out over here. And we're going to have a lot of groups already. I don't know why I feel so aggressive today. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of feel like it. So I'm going to extend out. It's quite aggressive. So I can threaten to cut over here. Okay, I can't give up that stone by capture. Even though I can capture these two, but no Panuki over there. Okay, so I guess this actually ended up being a trade. It's actually very greedy. I might even Atari inside because I don't want white to have that eye. But Whoa. He captured, so then... I mean, he's gonna have to live this group. I'm gonna exchange this to prevent that connection, I. And then I'm going to jump out. Wow, he really doesn't care about this group. Or does he think it's already alive? It's pretty much dead. It's like 0 eyes. Maybe 1. Gonna take away. So right over here on the side, when you have this shape and there's no Aji on the side, black can take away the eye very easily. So there's actually no eyes there. I think I'll make the push exchange. I can't actually cut right now. This white can push in, but since this group is very much out of eyes, I can just play and settle my group on the side, and yeah. So just need to live all the outside groups that are connected to this group now. And so when you encounter a situation like this, like pretty much nothing else matters. All that matters is whether this group lives or dies. Because no matter what white does anywhere else, this is dead, so I mean it's not going to be possible to come back anyway. There's just so many things I can do right now, and I don't know what to choose. And I guess we're encountering that pattern again, where my opponents kind of die in one place and then they keep dying in other places. It's pretty much a common pattern now. And so it doesn't really matter what I do here. I mean, I'm just going to capture some stuff back. I don't need to capture the middle group. I just have to make sure my group is alive and healthy. So yeah. Oh, actually, well, I might be able to cut. Yeah, might be able to cut, but do I Tori? Yeah, let's Atari first, and then Hane. Do I even need to Hane? I can actually just extend. Yeah, I'll Hane and extend. If I double Hane, it's a bit risky because white can Atari extend and cut some stones off. But I guess he's not even considering it. I think I probably want to make a lighter shape rather than just simply connect, because this group is indeed not alive yet. Should we take Sente here? I guess it doesn't matter that much, so we'll just take Gote. If he extends inside, I can descend. So that's not that big of a deal. Should I do here? I think I'll just do like a pretty slow move, but I think this will work. I'll just make this group alive. And okay, well, I'll just play some more slow moves, I guess. But living this group is definitely the top priority. Nothing else really matters. But after this is alive, so I'm not going to respond to that. And actually, now white's groups are pretty in danger. I'm gonna Atari and then extend. So actually connecting is Sente on the corner. What? I don't think he realizes that these stones are cut off. Maybe he's a little bit dizzy right now. I don't even know what to do right now because I think I'm expecting resignation soon. I think it's a bit late to try this kind of stuff. Man. Pretty quick and easy win. Okay, we'll just respond to everything. Okay, here we go. And pretty quick win. So this is probably something worth mentioning early on in the game. For this opening, after the 2-space extension, I think the best move is probably here. I've seen that a couple times. The large knight will result in a very complicated fight. And I believe it's favored for black because black has a lot more stones here. So probably like this move. I've seen this move before and it seems to work. I'm not going to go over the details because it is quite complicated. The easiest and probably arguably better way to deal with it is just do a large knight approach. or the 2-space high approach, which I played in the epic battle. So my tip to you guys for dealing with the Kobayashi. Alright, next one is Sensei. Nice. Alright, here we go. Unfortunately, we got white, but we'll still play the 3-star. Nevertheless, I don't think it's pretty hard to prevent to play that. So yeah, let's do it. Triple star Sensei. Here we go. Take 3. I honestly have no idea what to do here. Definitely hasn't played. And also, I don't want to extend there because black already has a corner enclosure. I think we'll go for the spirit. We'll go for the spirit. Now, I personally don't like this Joseki because black takes a very quick territory in the corner, and it's also gote for white, so it's a little. It's not. I guess it's undesirable for me. So honey and connect. Gotta connect here. And he chose to extend. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I'll just extend it. He should actually attach first before Hani and connect. Yeah, but now black actually gets gote. So this is good for white, actually. So then I'll do this high approach over here. And I'll leave the lower left corner. So this is what I want, actually. And I'll attach to the corner in this case. So now if he builds on the left side, it won't be worth anything. Interestingly, this Joseki actually reverts back to the 3-3 invasion one, which is pretty interesting. Bagataris and blocks. Wow. This is like a 3-3 invasion Joseki now. Huh. Okay, so I guess he avoided all variations by connecting. But black shape is pretty bad in this case, so. Since he played kind of a slow move here, I'm going to take the advantage of that and take the middle point of the 2 influences. And wow, he invades right away. This is a pretty aggressive move, isn't it? It's like right beside the wall, the troops. And he played it almost like instantly. He didn't even think about it. So this knight's move is kind of right, it gets right at white's shape, because after this kind of, you should remember this, like, it's like a 1-space jump, and a knight's move, and it's an attachment. So after the attach and cut, even if black captures, white can Atari and enclose. And then that way, this group is going to need to live. And the outside is via a ko, so that doesn't really matter too much either, right? Because in order for black to exploit the weaknesses, black has to find a ko-threat every single time. And that's going to be very hard. So in this case, I can actually answer, because, well, actually, capturing is also very good too. But I really want to answer because I don't want black to get away. And I think this is going to be a better result even for white. The middle weakness is pretty much non-existent, because if there's like a ladder situation, it's non-existent, because every move relies on the ko. So it's a very difficult way to fight when you have to find a ko threat every time for a move. So yeah, local ko threats are actually more important than maybe you thought before. Well, I guess we'll fight this out to the end. This is actually a good move. Tarring this way rather than tarring that way. But I had no choice. After I blocked, I could only extend. So I think I can just capture this. Black doesn't have that many liberties at all. I think he's overestimating his liberties there. Another decision to make. I can actually get an easy lead by capturing, because Black actually needs to fix the weakness here. And if Black connects back, I can capture the 3 stones in Sente and then come back over here to surround the 3 stones. But if he protects, then when I Hane, this group is still not alive, so... Oh, maybe I should have cut first. I really didn't want to exchange that though, for liberty purposes. Ah, yeah, that's probably a bad move, isn't it? I should have Atari first, because now if Black Atari's on the first line, if I double Atari, Black can capture, and then when I capture the 3 stones, Black can ignore that. So that would have been a trade because Black would be able to capture these. But now I get a Hane and Sente, and I can actually do this move. And I don't know what just happened. My opponent just resigned. Okay. So I guess he doesn't want to play anymore. Okay. Well. Let's continue. And 8. Whoa. Yes. We haven't had this very many times. Back to the 4-6. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And we are back. And actually, this person isn't... Well, this is an AI, but since we're playing on this account, all players are fair game. So let's see how this AI does. And this AI plays extremely fast. And interesting result. This is a very heavy group for Black, and I just said it was a really heavy group and he didn't answer. It's probably not clear that I can just enclose it, but still I think it's probably still worth a move over here. So we actually play this like super quick. With this thing, when you approach at the star point, and White does the double high approach, I recall that it's not good for Black to Kosumi out, because after White invades the 3-3, the result is very good for White. So what Black should do is descend, White does the jump, and then do a Knight's move. I've seen that way more, so when I was like learning Joseki, that was kind of the way, like the message I had in my mind. Nothing too much to do here, I guess. So now starts. We're gonna just take another 6-4.
Now starts.
We're only about to play 4-6 in 6-4. So the problem with AI is probably that they won't resign very quickly, so it might be a longer game. What is that? This doesn't even work. I thought he actually thought for a while, or not he, but it thought for a while and end up with this move. This is a very interesting move. So this is interesting though. It decided to protect this weak group. So they decided that the value of saving or fortifying this group was worth more than the corner, which I would probably disagree with. So not only it didn't really work, but it actually gave me the second line stone, so I can actually attach and gain some eye space here. And if I can live here, I don't even have to do anything anywhere else. I can just make this group alive. And so now these stones are going to be super slow for black, and, because they don't do anything. And black just gave up a huge thing and actually ended up with pretty much nothing. Because actually I can connect back the whole thing, and this shape is just brutal. So it's an AI, so I can say as many bad things as I want, right? I'm just kidding. I won't say many bad things. So yeah, this is interesting. A 3-dan AI. We're kind of breathing through because right now black has a bunch of weak groups, and I've also taken an extra corner, so all these groups are on the limb of being captured, pretty much. Yeah, okay. So the approach here is probably an overplay, because black will have to ignore, and then I get to get this back. So yeah, so now there's still like a push and potentially a cut. Oh, I'm not allowed to defend the corner though. I have to play 4-6. That actually kind of sucks. But like imagine, oh, that's awkward actually. So actually a good way to play against this type of account is just to not care about the corner. So they have to defend it using 4-6.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 Byoyomis
Wow.
left.
AIs actually use Byoyomi times? Whoa, this is like mind-blowing. They actually know to use the Byoyomi time. What? I thought the AIs always played like every 20 seconds. Is this an AI or not? This is weird. I am questioning this a little bit.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so these moves are actually pretty good. But what about this middle group? Is he not going to care about this at all? I mean, it. Maybe I should just extend. Oh, he connected. I thought he was going to counter Atari and play a knight's move to escape. So, the same problem. Black has half an eye here and half an eye here. So, this group is not alive. Now we'll just take away the last eye space. Oh, I should have pushed first. But if he plays here, I will just ignore. I'll just enclose and let him live. Because these two stones are very inefficient. Another thing I can do is play Knight's move here, because he can't push and cut. Pushing and cut would really hurt the middle group. I think I'm going to go rogue soon if he's gonna keep playing these moves. I want to make an exchange first because I doubt I'll be able to get this in the future. Okay, let me... Actually, should I exchange this? Yes, I should exchange this. Oh. Huh. AIs can disconnect? What? Wait. Oh, no, he came back. I didn't know AIs can disconnect. I don't know how these AIs work. I think I assume that they add in the program so that the AI automatically just accepts and plays by itself. I think that is the way that makes the most sense. But yeah, I wonder like how they configure it. Like I've never seen an AI that uses Byoyomi actually. Does AlphaGo use Byoyomi? No, right? AlphaGo always had 5 times. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if that's true. Let me know in the comments if you know this, because I'm actually super curious right now. Although we'll definitely have no more AlphaGo, but still, it'd still be interesting to find out if AlphaGo used overtime. Yeah, I assume that AIs always play and never used any Byoyomi.
9, 8.
Maybe it's like
7,
half AI,
6.
half human, or something like that. I think that would make sense. But okay, I'm spending too much time thinking about this. Okay, now he's playing like super fast. So I don't get this. Okay, since we went for the kill, let's go full stretch. So throw in Atari, capture Atari. Is there anything inside White's territory? That is a very hard question to answer, but it's also
7,
a very important question. I think I want to exchange this move because in any event that there's a ko here. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, I can't. I have to fix the cut over there. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We gotta ensure that connection. This is like a bunch of bad shapes, but we're trying to kill this, so as long as the shapes are connected, that's all that matters. I can actually capture ones, but okay. So, is there anything in here? Ooh, this is a difficult move to answer. But I can. Oh, this is a really good move. Okay, so now I know why it's an AI.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I think I have to connect. If I attach, there's like another attachment here. So that could be a problem. But now Black will capture, I assume. And then what, jump. So it's a ko.
9,
It's a
8,
ko.
7.
And black does have self-ko threats, so I failed in capturing this group. Unfortunately.
9.
Wait, that's not the right move. Okay, I'm feeling much better about this now. So this is interesting. Definitely all of this was unnecessary, but I just wanted to see how the AI would respond or react to these things. So we're going to expand the eye space now to the maximum, because there is still a good chance for a Liberty race, and black does have a lot of liberties. So it's a cup. Yeah, let me find some ko threats as well. So this will end up in a Liberty race. Okay, now this is important. How should I respond here? So that move does decrease the liberties. Oh god, there's no shared liberties though, so I won't be able to get any advantage.
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
Let me throw in here. Oh, I think black can actually throw in an Atari. It's like a very classical boxy 5. Throwing in does help the liberties, because after I descend here, black is going to have to connect and then fill in the shared liberty. So we're going to keep fighting this go, and actually it's turning into white's favor, because, oh, darn it. So there's actually 4 liberties here. Damn. So how many does black? Oh, but black needs to keep the eye for that. Like, if I push, then the next is Sente. So there's 1 here.
9,
2, 3, 4. There's this
7,
code though.
6, 5,
5, 6, 7, 8.
3, 2.
There's about 8 liberties, and we know that a boxy 5 has 8, but I get 2 extra here. So who will the co-favor? Now this is getting interesting. Is black out of co-threats? Ah, now this doesn't look like a co-threat at all. Because when I extend out down here, you know what? I'm actually really curious to see the Liberty race turn out.
9,
well.
8, 7,
Oh well.
6.
I guess I'll show this at the end, but that's not a good co-threat, I believe. Wait a minute. Is there like a... Did I miss something? Uh-oh. And the ladder doesn't work. Oh no! If I connect...
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
No.
3,
Oh wait. Oh wait.
1. 2 Yoyomis left.
Oh no, I completely didn't see this part. Because if I connect, black can do this and then block. And since I can't I just can't ladder this. It's because black has stones here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no, I completely missed that. So I'm gonna have to take the lower side. Oh. Well, that was a bad finish. I could have captured it by answering. Wait. So, did the AI not see my ladder breaker? So the ladder is with black plays here and blocks. White can Atari and then ladder this way.
6, 5.
So what do you know? AIs don't read ladders very well. So you can tell this is definitely not a human player, because human player would definitely just capture that, because this whole group is on the line. No reason to do anything else. But now there's definitely nothing left. Because yeah, the outside. Since I have enough liberties, the two stones in the corner are going to die. So there's not much of an attack that black can do to the upper group, and then this group is cut off. And after connecting the Ko, white is also alive, so this should be nearing the end very soon. So that was kind of a dramatic finish there, and I apologize for that. But yeah, as usual, it turned out to be okay. But I'm really curious what the Liberty Race would turn out. Oh, please don't tell me it's one of those AIs that don't resign. This, I really, okay. If I have to play this out at the end, I won't make you guys watch it. I will omit that. So this, okay. So I stand corrected. This is not one of those AIs that don't resign. Okay, so for those of you who are here to see the life and death Liberty Race, so now black has to find a co-threat, and since black has to maintain the eye, this one doesn't lose any liberties. So after this. If white descends, black will throw in. But now black is in trouble because black actually needs to find a co-threat. But all else equal, if we consider just this Liberty Race here. So locally white's dead. After the Atari, now we reduce the liberties. So, okay, let's say black maintains that Ko. Let's see how this will go. So we reduce, so it's a boxy 5 which has 8 liberties. I'll show this to the end. Whoops. That is not the right way to reduce liberties. Okay, so right now, after black goes in, white captures. So now, normally in these types of situations, there's no other co-threats, right? This is like a world Ko. So we can only use self co-threats. So in this case, it's a one-step Ko. Black needs to play one more move in order for it to be a direct Ko. But in this case, white can actually Tanuki, because even if black starts the Ko, white can just capture it. And yeah, but in this case, of course, in a real game, white would just capture, and then wherever black plays, actually white can answer here, but and just capture the whole thing. So black is short by 1, so it's 2 liberties essentially. Yeah, it's essentially 2 liberties. So which I think I got that correct, because black had to fill in the share liberties because white has the bigger eye. So yeah, another dramatic finish to What to a what? A dramatic game. Alright, let's see what the next game is. And we have 2 again, which is the Kobayashi again. Alright, so we're going to end on the Kobayashi. And here we go. Kobayashi opening again. And unfortunately we got white again, so it's going to be very difficult, but I'm still going to try and replicate that opening result without losing too much in the opening. So I'm going to approach on this side and then extend back. Opponent completely ignored me. We'll just do a double approach, I guess. I actually kind of want to answer the high approach, because the high approach, after block attaches, it's kind of slightly annoying to follow up. So here, it's a quick way to take the corner, and in light of the Kobayashi opening, which is very big on flexibility, and what does this even mean? A clamp, and then knight's move. Okay, fancy. I think it's pretty unnecessary to do that. So white is alive, so like these 2 stones are like pretty much definitively useless. And wow, he's not even taking that extension. This extension is like way bigger because it's expanding on both sides. But here, white's not really expanding much. Only black is expanding. So oh, by the way, if you notice something in my voice, I'm a little allergic these days with all the trees growing, so it's triggering my spring allergies. And I just can't really stay in all the time. It's really psychologically there's a lot of pressure, you know. Ooh. I think we'll just go for the attachment. I don't think this move would benefit, but the Hane is definitely an overplay. So that looks like a misclick, actually, an attachment here. Because all of black's stones are being sliced through. And this is obviously a big loss for black. So even though everyone is kind of divided into their own groups, you can tell that white's groups are more efficient. So especially like this side right now, these stones aren't really doing anything, and running this out will definitely do no good. Thinking about actually, yeah, I don't want black to turn because I want to keep some more territory there, and then if black extends, I'll just turn. Because this is a tiger's mouth, it's a very strong shape. So no matter what black does here, it's really going to be not very efficient. So I can just play kind of simple moves. I mean, jumping out is good because it splits away these 2 groups. And now I can actually tanuki. I can either approach a corner or put some more pressure on these 2 stones. I think those are good options. I think I'm just going to approach a corner. I don't want to go in 3-3 anymore because it's kind of late and black can just block and double Hane or something like that. So So I don't know why a lot of players like to play a diagonal with a double approach. You pretty much should never play a diagonal with a double approach. With any double approach, you should attach or do 3-3 or something like that. So I'm going to extend one more time for the shape, and then I can go to this side, press the corner down, and so he's actually going to push and cut. I don't think this is a good direction either, because this allows me to drop back to my own stones. And so this group is alive, so black is not going to have any Aji there. Okay, I really want to get the Hane attack. This is a huge endgame move, and it's Sente for white. So normally black would really race to get that. So after the attaching extend, black probably shouldn't Hane because black still needs to protect. If black doesn't, there is a wedge and Atari. And if black captures, black can Atari here and then cut off from the middle. And now I'm finally able to get this. It's very comfortable Sente exchanges. Always love to get these. And now let's go back and connect. So everything is like super smooth, I think, at this point. Just taking all the big territory. And yeah, I think we're probably at about 25-30 points lead. Because first of all, black traded this wall for about 15 points of territory. Didn't really gain anything in the upper left from the 3-3 invasion because this is only 6 points. So yeah, black is not really making any territory. And he's trying to secure that. So right now there's a few ways to go. I think I will actually kind of feel like invading. Let me invade and see what he does. Extending is probably a bad move because this move is always going to be Sente for white. So there's actually no cuts for white. And so now I just get a Hane back home. Because of the shortage of liberties, if black Ataris, white can just finish it off over here. So right now, black is going to lose even more because now this side is in danger. So playing fast doesn't mean it works necessarily. Again, it's like that strategy again. Like I see that so often. Like people play fast. It's kind of like a impulsive response, but it never actually works. And this is going to be a disaster for black because now I'm just escaping. I think I'm just like not thinking enough nowadays when I play Go because it's kind of dragging me along when I play these accounts. So I'm actually really hoping I can get up my ranks. That way I can get back to the habit of thinking actively during the games. Because a lot of times these are all like pretty much impulsive. I don't really put too much thought into the moves I make actually. So that's why it helps when I explain things, because when I explain I'm actually thinking about the shapes and what each moves mean. But normally I can, when I play this and I'm trying to like rank up a count, I'm pretty much just not even thinking. I'm just like playing moves, which is actually pretty bad, and it's not very useful. Oh, I didn't even see this. See, that's what happens when you don't think. Is you don't see these things. Wait, he didn't capture. Why didn't he capture? Okay, so that was so the rest of the game took probably like 10 minutes, but this part of the game took like 30 seconds in total, and that's the reason actually why Black lost the game. So so just think about that. When it's important, you should really spend some more time. Anyway, this game actually I played very kind of flexible, right? I took a lot of different territories, made good shape. And that was that. So let's draw game opening for the next game, the next episode. Wow, we are back to 8. Wow, is this rigged? Anyway, if we do long enough time, we should get an even number of games on all accounts. So that concludes the random opening episode for today. If you enjoyed, please give me a like, and I will see you next week.